this week's energy is all about shining a light on everywhere that your structures in terms of the way that you do things is actually limiting your ability to be authentic and true to yourself and your soul, most importantly, and your energy flow when it comes to the things that you are doing. Okay, I just did an Instagram live on this and pulled cards on that, so I've got this condensed down now, so hopefully I'll be able to explain this in a bit more detail within the time constraints of this video for TikTok purposes, and I will also be putting it up on YouTube because, you know, basically that's what I'm doing. Anyhow, so this week, absolute spotlight on where are you allowing yourself to be constrained by conditioning that you have received to do things a certain way, which in actual fact do not suit your energy flow, don't honor your authenticity, consequently make you feel trapped or imprisoned and actually suck the joy out of the things that you're doing, so that you go to do the things that you know that you're here to do and you end up sort of feeling a bit kind of dead inside as a result, because this stuff needs, you need to look at this stuff this week, because that shit needs to go in the fucking bin. It needs to go in the bin, basically. In order for you to move forwards in a truly powerful way, you need to be allowing yourself to channel full power, okay? And you can't do that when you have structures in place, so it can be belief systems, all sorts of things, okay, which have you doing stuff in such a way that you end up feeling drained, unenthused, uninspired, all of that kind of stuff. So, like, before you get too stuck into this week, sit down, get a pen, get yourself a journal or a notebook or something out, free write on the following subject matter. Okay, so the question is, what is it that it is now time for me to let go of in order for me to be more fully myself and to feel more alive in the actions that I am taking? Okay, and basically treat it like a morning pages exercise where that's the subject matter, and just allow yourself to write and write and write until you've got all of it out, and then read it over and see what has come through. Like, this is the process of free writing, okay? I call it free writing, automatic writing, whatever. Like, you don't have to wait for something to take you over with this one. This is what you're doing, is you're opening up the gateways for your soul to speak and to point out to you where you have been actually ring fencing yourself and ticking boxes for other people in order to make them happy. Probably with things that you've learned at school, from your parents, from your family, from your peers, from your friends, whatever, you know, when people should on you, like, you should do things this way, you should do things that way, da 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 da. A lot of people's ideas of how stuff is supposed to be and whatever, they had people dish out advice based on what works for them, making this assumption that is a one size fits all. You are an individual being who has you have your own unique joys, passions, things that light you up, etc. And you also have your own unique way that you want to do these things, and like the way that the energy wants to flow. And you can actually really fuck up the things that you love by basically trying to do them in the ways other people tell you to do them. You know, this is one of the things I go on about a lot when it comes to, you know, for example, like hiring coaches or mentors or whatever. A lot of people will be like, I want to buy a process that will help me get results, and they want the results, but in actual fact, like, in the process of trying to get the results, they end up feeling dead inside, because of the fact that they are following a formula in a process that actually feels inauthentic to them, that doesn't get the juices flowing. And then even if they do get some results, they can't sustain the results, because in actual fact, like, there's no enthusiasm, like, there's no soul level enthusiasm for doing things that way. You know, either that or worst case scenario, like it just doesn't work for you because it, you know, it is actually lowering your vibration rather than raising it to do things in the way that you're being told to do them, because in actual fact, the structure of it isn't right for you. Okay, so when we come back to this thing of like soul-led authenticity, like if you have a business, there's a way that it wants to come through you that isn't necessarily the way that business comes through anyone else, right? This is like the lion's share of what I teach in the Magic Zone. I'm going to say right now, if you want to actually come and join the Magic Zone, you can find details of how to do that through, there's either going to be like URLs on the screen that aren't clickable. You have to actually put them into your browser address bar, or you can go to the links in my bio or underneath this video, depending on where you're seeing it. YouTube, drop down box underneath. TikTok, it's in my bio. It's also in my bio on YouTube. Like there are links. I've put links around this video somewhere. There might be things on the screen that you can literally type word for word into your browser to take you to the thingy, basically. So if you want to be in a space where you are receiving guidance and help and kind of like people assisting you and facilitating your own empowerment, Magic Zone is a place to do it. You're welcome to come and join us. It's a monthly subscription program. I teach in there. It's the only place where I teach stuff. So you actually come out with like energetic skills under your belt, so on and so forth. But yeah, basically this week you've got to, like, anywhere where you are not doing stuff in a way that feels authentic to you, that's got to go. That's got to go. Okay, like you could be doing stuff that you love but in a way that you don't love. Does this make sense? So yeah, this week is about sorting that out. So like making adjustments, like say fine tuning, maybe. Like for some of you it might be big tuning, depending on where you're at with stuff. But like the first thing I heard when I started doing the energy report versus or via live stream on Instagram was let yourself be free. That's like the overarching theme of the message. And letting yourself be free means like letting go of the mental prisons that you've taken on from other people about like the ideas about how you're supposed to do things, because actually, you know, other people's ideas of how you're supposed to do things aren't necessarily the right things for you. Like if your inner guidance isn't leading you, then it's not that useful to you. If you're taking everything externally about if you're one of these people that farms your actions out to other people's opinions, it's time to stop that shit now. Okay, because that stuff, when you live your life according to other people's opinions, when you do things according to the way other people think you should do things, basically the end result of that is misery, and you end up shrinking and contracting as a result. You know, I could talk for hours about this subject matter. I think like I could write a book about this subject matter, to be honest with you. I will stick with, like, seeing as I'm in the 10-minute time frame here, so I'm just gonna stick with saying it like this for now. I am going to be doing a live stream on my YouTube channel this week. You can also find that in the Stan store in my bio. If you're watching this on TikTok, do come and follow me or subscribe or whatever the fuck you call it on YouTube, because I can do live streams on there. And yes, I'm going to be doing a live stream this week, possibly with some couples. I'm not sure. I'm feeling that that's going to happen at some point, probably maybe Wednesday, maybe tomorrow. But like, essentially, if you want to catch me live, you need to be on YouTube or Instagram and be following me there in order to be able to connect with me there. So like, details in the doobry. Okay, I'm sending you so much love. Mwah! Have a fantastic week. And yeah, pare away the shit that doesn't serve. It's like time to let go of those lead weights you've been carrying around, all the things that sap your energy, that make you feel drained in terms of like the way you do stuff. Basically, time for that to go. Mwah.